Pamela Carroll. I am the Ore Council Day Camp Program Director this year for our Cub Scouts, and I want to welcome you to our first ever video training for our volunteer staff, and those would be the people that come to lead the stations at our day camps. I want to say thank you to all of you who volunteer to be on our staff. We actually do 29 days of camp over the summer, and we have about 3,000 boys come to visit us, and we have a new staff every day. So that means there's nearly 1,000 of you that come to lead these fun stations and teach the boys. And the better we can support you, the better you'll be prepared to teach them and to have a great day at camp. Let me give you some tips for the day of camp. Arrival times are as follows. If you're doing a one-day camp with the Cub Scouts, you'll need to be at camp at 7 a.m. at the various locations. And if you're doing a Webelos camp, either day 1 or day 2 of Webelos camp, you'll need to be there at 12 noon. The reason we arrive early before all the boys is so that we can unload the trailer and set up each station and just be ready for them when they get there. Then you need to bring a lunch with you and a water bottle. You can bring a camp chair if you want. And you can also bring a pop-up or an umbrella for some shade. We do have trees at most of our camp locations, but I can't guarantee that everybody's gonna get a tree. So if you wanna bring your own shade, that's great. If you don't need to use it, you can leave it in your car or whatever. Then at the end of the day, after the last station is done, there's 10 stations throughout the day. We'll load up. You can have your last group of boys help you pack your tote and clean up all the station stuff, and then you'll take it back over to the trailer and help us load it if you would please. That gets us all home a little bit earlier, and we're usually done loading the one-day camps by 4 o'clock, sometimes earlier, and the Webelos camps will be all packed up and ready to go home before 9 o'clock, I'm sure. So welcome to the videos. I'm going to go through each tote separately, and there'll be a video for each one. And we'll see you on your day of camp. Hey, this station is Get a Clue. And when you get to camp in the morning and unload the trailer, you're gonna go find this tote. And it'll have a label on it that says Get a Clue, and it will list all the things that should be in the tote. So for this video, I'm going to unload the tote with you and then show you how to run the station. It'll be a little modified. As you can tell, I'm in my dining room. Outside got too hot and sunny for the camera, so we're having to modify. So there'll be a black box with a lock on it, a little blue box with a tire lock around it, a bucket with a rope, a bunch of PVC pipe, goes with the bucket, a briefcase with a pen attached to the handle, and your station write-up folder. You should be getting an email from your volunteer coordinator that has the station write-up in it. If you don't get one of those soon, give her a call or email her and ask her for it, and she can get that sent out to you so you can read through the station before you get to camp a few times, so you're familiar with it. So in this station, the setup is kind of important because we're going to have the boys go searching for these clues. And then within each container is a clue that they have to solve. So this will be your starting clue, the briefcase, so you'll want to put it near the start point. And then the bucket you're going to take and hang in a tree. So just loop the rope over a branch, tie it to the base of the tree so you can untie it from a low point and then drop the bucket down. Inside the bucket there'll be 16 strips of papers with clues on them, and then these will go at the base of the tree. So for now I will just set them at this end of the table, and I'll show you how to work those in a minute. Then these two kind of go together, and you'll want to put those away from the tree clue in some other spot that's not readily noticeable to the boys. Okay, so then you'll tell them the story about Sir Sticky Fingers, who has stolen a precious treasure, and they have to help you find it before he smuggles it out of the country. And that you found this briefcase in his office, and this is their first clue, so they have to figure out what to do. If you'll notice, there's 2 white strips of paper on the front of the briefcase, or the top, and this pen is a blacklight pen. There's a little button on the side. That's my granddaughter. There's a little button on the side that turns on the blacklight. So then if you scan over this paper, you can see numbers appear. A 7, a 5, and a 3. And then over here we have a 1, a 3, and a 3. So we need to set the combination. 7, 5, 3, 1, 3, 3. And it opens to reveal another clue. This one, you'll give each boy a striped piece of paper and a code. And see if they can try to figure out how to figure this one out, how to read the code. If you line up the pages and then direct it to a light source like the sun outside, you'll be able to see letters, and this spells tree. So the clue is tree. So then they'll have to search the trees that are around and find the bucket. They'll untie the rope, lower down the bucket. Each one will get a strip of paper and a PVC pipe. There's a rubber band at the end of the pipe, and each paper will have a start point. So you start by wrapping the paper. You can secure it with a rubber band, but you'll want it at a little bit of an angle, and you may have to adjust the angle to get it lined up correctly. So you can tell that that line matches up with that letter there. And then you just wrap the clue around the pipe. And it will spell out your next clue. So then you can read, "You will find your next clue hidden close in a blue box." So then the boys will go search for the blue box. Which is held together with his bike lock. Oops. It also has this paracord tied to it with the clue for the combination. Which, as you can see, is 313. So then you set the combination to 313. Oops. If you can find where to line the combination. Oh, there it is. Okay, then that'll open. You can open the box. And inside is yet another code. This one has red cellophane with a code. Place the red cellophane over it, and it will reveal the blue letters. I'm not sure if that'll show up in the video, but it says Donnie's mom had 4 children. One was named Monday. The next was named Tuesday. The third was named Wednesday. What was her 4th child's name? So that's the clue to open the black box that was with the blue box with the letter combination. So what's the name of her 4th child? Donnie, because it's Donnie's mom. So then we set Donnie's name on the combination. Oh, if I could find the, sorry, I have to line it up with the right spot, or it doesn't open. The O in Donnie is actually a 0 on this combination lock, but it won't matter. And then when you open this box, it will have a fabulous patch in it. It'll have their camp patches. So this station is going to be really unique, because usually we hand out the patches at the end of the day. but they will get to have their patch at the end of the station. Now, the station lead, or the walking leaders might not want the boys to have their patches yet because they don't want to lose them. So they might collect them, that's fine, if they want to just have you hand them to them instead of giving them to the boys. Or the boys can put them in their backpacks, whatever their leaders want them to do. And their patches are going to be awesome clues too, so it'll be really fun for them to get them at this station. When you're done, make sure that you reset all of the clues. Lock that box back up. You'll have to put new patches in after every station. You'll want to secure this one a little bit better than I did the first time. Mix those all up, put them back in the spots. Make sure the papers go back in the bucket, that these are back at the base of the tree. Make sure this is locked and secured, and then wrap this back on the handle. And then you're ready for your next group. Now that'll all take place in like a 5-minute period between the time when you're supposed to clean up when you hear one horn blast and the time when your next group arrives. At the very end of the day, after your last group is done, then you'll pack everything back in the tote like you found it. Briefcase. I think we'll have to find a better way to secure these because this doesn't really hold them all that well. These will fit diagonally in there. The bucket and rope. These 2 boxes and your station write-up will also go in the tote. And then take the tote back to the trailer, help us load up the trailer, and you'll be ready to go home. I hope you have a great day with Get a Clue at camp, and we look forward to seeing you there.